Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This time we are live from a place where culture meets innovation. Yes, you're watching the Samsung Play Galaxy Cup. With me on the desk is going to be Eagle. Eagle, both of us are in
Mhm.
Bangalore. Both of us know the history of this place. I mean, I somewhere feel a little bit proud that finally we're able to witness an event happening here yet again.
Yeah, totally. I'm pretty much excited to see how actually the players are coming in here. The way you said yesterday, we saw a scoreline, saw a lap time of almost 29 seconds. I hope that Bangaloreans will, uh, I'll say, beat the scoreline. We can see 27 to
Yep.
28 seconds, somewhat like that. I'm pretty much excited to see that. And apart from that, yes, this is the Play Galaxy Cup, sponsored by Samsung and myself, Eagle, alongside Arka, as Arka said you. But yes, we're gonna again do the set of 25 matches, those car racing, bike racing, and more other games.
Exactly. And for what everybody keep asking me, for what is this event actually taking place? This event is actually taking place for you guys. Let me remind you this.
Mhm.
If you just come down to a stream, you're going to have knowledge, you're going to get entertainment. It's going to be one stop for everything you need to be updated regarding Samsung. So right now, as we speak about it, we're going to be speaking about our two hero devices. One is going to be S24 FE, as well as the Fold 6, which has been one of the top end models of our Samsung devices. And with all of these things said and done, we are also going to make sure that we give you guys an opportunity to experience a LAN kind of an event at our Samsung Experience Store.
Yeah, totally. It would be like a mini LAN over there. And right now, as Arka said, we are at Opera House in Bengaluru. So
Yeah.
anybody who is watching us from Bangalore, you can visit at Opera House, have a good night, and then you can have a dinner as well, and you can have a good experience at Samsung store. Because if you would have experience on these devices like S24e or Galaxy's Fold 6, I think this
Yeah.
would be really, really very helpful to you only, because you could upgrade to a better device. Always we always look for upgradation, we always look for a adaptiveness to a better version. So I think this device is something that after upgrading to this device, you wouldn't be able to upgrade to any other, because the experience which this device will give you, I typically don't agree that any other device would give you, like the feel, the features, the look, or the performance, everything what we talk about.
Absolutely, but at the same time, let me tell you this, that this event has been phenomenal so far. All thanks to you guys, especially the players as well, setting standards when it comes to gaming as well. We have seen a lap time of 29 seconds, and that's no joke. No matter who plays this game, no matter how professional he is, to catch up to a 29-second mark is going to be very, very hard,
Yeah.
because we as gamers, we understand how much it takes for us to build such skills. So we're going to be waiting to see how many more players are going to showcase their talent and actually prove to us they're the worthy winners of this Play Galaxy Cup. But at the same time, for those who have just tuned in, this is an event which Samsung has organized for people to come and experience gaming at their Samsung Experience stores. So, what you guys will have to do is make sure that you visit your nearest Samsung Experience store. And in case the event is taking place over there, please do participate before that. Register. To register, in the description below, you'll find a link. It's a very simple process. All you have to do is click that and follow the steps, and voila.
Yeah, totally. You have to do these simple steps, and you can scan the QR code as well, always popping up on the screen, and you can register from there as well. Apart from that, we would be very soon moving towards the first match of the day. Alongside, we
Yeah.
would be discussing the features and everything of the two of our hero phones, S24 FE and Samsung Fold 6 as well. But yes, what's your expectation, Arka? To be very honest, car racing games, not much more meta or not much more things, but yeah, those drifts, those nitro, and those turnings. Only there are two or three things, that
And
aspects that you
also
have to
the
keep in mind.
shortcuts, and that's the most
Yeah,
crucial thing, my friend. Not many have actually used the shortcuts. There is an off route, right? You can go up the ramps and catch up to another route altogether, which is going to be filled with obstacles, but also you'll be getting a nitros reward every single time, so you can go to that shockwave mode and then boost your way through. So all of
yeah.
those moments are there, but also there are some shortcuts which you can catch up, and you can buy yourself time to eradicate whatever you've lost in the previous moments of collision, or let it be even the opponents try to move you down, and all those situations. So I do believe that all of these basic game sense is going to be crucial. But if you want to go to the expertise side of it, there are some lines in this in this tracks. If you stick to those lines, you're going to traverse through easily and quickly. as well. But with this Eagle, I do believe that it's time for us to explain these people that it's not just about the gaming, but it's also about the beast these gamers hold. The S24 FE, a gaming device itself. Obviously, I would like to call it a gaming device because it's got 4000 mAh battery, which is going to allow you to grind for longer hours of gaming.
Mm. Yeah, totally. And if I talk about S24 FE, it has got 4000 mAh, and simultaneously we would also like to talk about the Fold 6. It has got the battery mAh of 4400 mAh. That has totally been very huge. Alongside with the battery, if we talk about the build quality, the build quality is also pretty good with the aluminium build, and alongside with the if I talk about uh, monstrous battery backup and the monstrous design as well. I think these things are really, really very important at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, with all of these things, you need to also have that cooling, right? So that you do have that
Mm.
lag-free game, and that's why you've got the vapor cooling. With all of these things said and done, the Fold 6 goes a notch upper because it's got that liquid cooling, which is 1.6x in larger comparison to the other devices. Obviously, because it's got that fold mode. Once you open it up, it becomes a much bigger screen. It becomes a mini tablet in your hand, which allows you to experience gaming much more in a wider sense. And also the ray tracking, which is my most favorite thing, where for people who believe that PC games look much more better in comparison to the mobile games, this ray tracking technology which has been inculcated in our Samsung devices is just going to allow you to experience a PC game graphics in the mobile itself. So all of these things said and done, I do believe, Eagle, it's time for us to step into game number one. There's already a person waiting it out at the Samsung Opera House, and wishing him all the very best. And hopefully, we'll be able to see him break a record time of his fellow companion who also played from the Samsung Opera House itself.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current condition, this would be not very much easy for the players and for the teams. But right now, it was not a good start by this player. But yes, he is still boosting up, and this is the generative AI feature what we were talking about. That it suggests us that what you have to actually do it. And yes, this is telling right now hold to drift, and if you drift it, it'll move faster. It'll move in a particular direction. Very rightly, having a nitro will give you a good support over there. Almost 70 to 80% you are having nitro. Using at the last moment would really help you out, but right now at the third position, using nitro at this point would really help you out. The ramps are coming, the crashes are coming in. 59% of the distance have been covered. Almost 29 to 30 seconds have been over, and I believe it would be somewhere ending around 39 or 40 or 41 seconds.
Oh, I hope he gets it under the 40-second mark, but he
Ooh.
falls short, and he again come out right with 41 seconds. As I said, the shortcuts is what few of the players misses out. Muhammad over here did miss out that, and eventually had to end up at the 41-second mark. I know it is 41.01, just giving him a leeway of that 0.09 seconds. He's gonna be standing a little bit away from the peak, but yes, he can be proud of himself because he won the race ultimately amongst the 5 players he was playing with.
Yeah, totally. Now looking at the current condition, what I could see, Mohammed, well, he really played well. Not a good start, but the end was pretty decent. 41.9 second, or 41.9 second is the lap time. Well, I hope that he could end in the top three at the end of the day. Let's see, will he able to do that or not? But right now, looking at the current conditions, well, let's see who will be the second player and what will be his lap time right now over here. But apart from that, if you want to gain this experience, if you believe that you can perform much better, just come to the Opera House in Bengaluru and perform, show your skill set, show your performance over here so we can broadcast it on the screen.
Absolutely. But at the same time, what a race it was, Muhammad. The initials is where you need to have a perfect start. Once you have a perfect start, everything will fall in place because it's all about the hard work which you do eventually. So let's see how it's going to turn out for the other races as well. Very, very soon we're going to have the second set of race ready, and the player will get another opportunity out there. But Mohammad, this is what he has done so far. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we'll be stepping into the match 2 of the same track, and I do believe this time around we can look at a better lap time, because this is where standards was set. Match number 2 from Samsung Opera House. The players are ready.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current condition, again, a pretty decent start. He's in sixth position, trying to boost it up, trying to use the nitro right now. And yeah, there you go. The generative AI, what we talk about, is suggesting that what you should actually do. And again, moving in, a good dash in, a good competition has been given by the opponents as well. 16 seconds in the game, you have almost covered 35%. The use of nitro has been done totally, and now you're left with zero nitro. So this would be really very challenging, but you've got 30% of nitro again. Dashing in, driving very fast on a speed of 249 km per hour. He missed that shortcut again, the second one. And I guess this would, again, the lap time would be somewhere around 40 or 41.
Absolutely, the 41, 42 seconds has been the
Oh.
new average, or 41 seconds has been the new average, and it seems like a player over here is just above average, or just below average, to be frank, because he should have ended somewhere between the 40 and the 41st second, but it's just that he did not use the shockwave rather, and also he did not follow the AI. It's going to be Upsir who went down with 40.06 lap time.
Yeah, totally. Upsal played not that well. We were expecting enough, but yeah, 42.06 seconds is his lap time. And the way we are, moving towards no more number of matches, I've been observing that the lap time has been increasing. If you remember the last time when we were at Mall of Millennium Pune, except the last match, the last 4 5 matches were almost 41 or 42 seconds on an average. And again, the same thing is happening over here. So I you know I not agree that the players are not that skill set enough, but they're not known to that shortcut, or the maps where they could get those less lap times. So I believe good knowledge would be really be required for the players right now over there. But yes, generative AI, the way they are suggesting, it is suggesting what to do, how to do. That is really very useful for the players, I believe.
Absolutely. But at the same time, the Galaxy AI, this is what we've been referring to. For those who believe that you have a smartphone, you don't consider it smart until you have an AI in it. So Samsung comes up with the best of the smartphones. The cutting edge technology is always present in these devices. And speaking about that, you're going to have that Fold 6 from the side of Samsung, the Fold 6 with so much of capability, 120 hertz with 2x dynamic AMOLED display itself is going to be so bright when it comes to dark places. And also, let's not forget, it's going to make everything on your screen come to life. On the other hand, for gamers, what's more important is how good your processor and your RAM is, right? And that is where Fold 6 is again going to step out and shine brighter, as it's got a Snapdragon. I believe it's the Gen 3,
Agent 3.
8 Gen
Yeah.
3. So that's the latest processor out in the market, and that's also been put in over here. At the same time, it's also got that 12 GB RAM, a big set RAM, which is going to allow you to game smoothly.
Yeah, totally. As you said, the Agent 3 processor is really very engaging. This processor comes in those high-level smartphone, and that has been provided to you guys for that immersive experience of that gaming or co-curricular activities out there. Apart from that, if we talk about the looks is pretty decent, especially what we talk about the Fold 6,
It's sleek.
because it's sleek, it's decent, and most of the hinge phones, it comes with a very thick design, but the Fold 6 is pretty thin. Even the hinge is pretty sleek, it's pretty flexible. But this doesn't mean that the build is not strong. The build is also strong because it is an aluminium body along with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection. So I think everything is on point. If we talk about the gaming perspective, we are using in a battery perspective, everything. But yes, now without wasting much more time, we would be directly moving towards the match number 3. And yes, let's see who will be the match winner in this particular match.
Absolutely. Match 3 on the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be another contender all the way from Samsung Opera House, Bengaluru. We have seen him get a decent start. Yes, he catches up and stays very close to the opponents, even at the 6th position. He has to hold the drift as the turns come around. This drift is just going to allow him to boost his nitros or get his nitros through, and that's what he's been trying to do. Finally gets it to the complete. Is he going to go for a shockwave? It seems like the opponent 3 was actually choosing to do so. Misses it out again. The boosters is completely full. He's got a greater opportunity over here to fly in the air. He does go off track. The airtime was almost 1.4 seconds, 29 seconds in the game already, and I believe he's again going to be falling a little bit shorter to reach that 40-second mark. But the drifts are there, and that's how he's going to be gaining this. The last second boost, is it going to come in? No, it doesn't. It comes in way too late, due to which is going to be landing at the 41.1-second mark.
Yeah, totally. That was again the same average what we were talking about, 41, 42, or 40s. I'm expecting someone to come and break this ritual of 40s and get back into the 39 or 38, somewhat like that. And I'm expecting one single player, that young blood, that a young kid or someone like that comes in and get a lap time of 28, 29 seconds, something in 20s. That would be really, really be exciting to bring back that energy and competition in this particular segment.
Absolutely. But with this, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for us to head back to the desk out here, because I've got some info for you guys regarding another device. Now, S24 FE, a budgeted phone for the gamers,
Mhm.
especially designed to make sure that you have your grind on. For those who have been grinding for a long time, I know you guys will be facing two, three issues. One is the heating issues. Second thing is the lag issues. And third, and the most
True.
important thing, is the battery issues. Now, these three boxes have been ticked off perfectly, and I'm going to explain you why and how. The first one is going to be the vapor cooling system, which is going to be included in the devices. So that's going to keep your phone very, very cool no matter how much you're grinding. The second most important thing is the charging issue. You've got a big 4700 mAh battery, which is going to allow you to grind without having that charging hassle. And yeah, for a long time, you can grind and become a pro player yourself. And the third most important thing is going to be the lag issue, which everybody keeps facing. For that as well, they've come up with a top class processor for each of these devices. All you have to do is head on to the nearest Samsung Experience store and
Yeah.
experience this device for yourself. Now, for those who feel that, for me, budget is not a constraint, but I'm looking for a gaming beast as well as a device which can support me in my daily life, then obviously Fold 6 is for you, and my friend Eagle is going to make sure it gives you every detail about this device.
Yeah, Fold 6 is pretty good, pretty decent with a sleek, flexible hinge. With that sleek, flexible hinge, it also comes with that fold, that notebook fold that allows you to stand out in the crowd, in the public place. You
Yeah.
can flex within your friends and do all the stuff. Apart from, as you have explained us, with all the processor, battery, and lag issues, it also comes with a decent camera. Three cameras are at behind with 50 megapixel, 12 megapixel, and 10 megapixel, with a 3 megapixel optical zoom, and the front megapixel camera have a 10 megapixel camera with a 4 megapixel in display camera, which allows you for a clear, very much elegant selfies as well with your friends, with your mates, and your close one as well. Along with that side, the processor with Arca, which Arca talked about, is 8 gen 3 processor, which is the best processor in the market currently running right now, alongside with a 12 GB RAM, which will allow you a lag free experience in everything that you'll be doing on that phone.
Absolutely. These two beasts are up for grabs. All you have to do is get to the nearest Samsung Experience store, experience it yourself, and at the same time, buy one for yourself and be proud to own a Galaxy. But at the same time, for those who are watching here, for those who are gamers or intrigued that you also wish to play in such a tournament, all you have to do is make sure you registered to the tournament. For that, you'll have to check the link description below. There's a link, click on that link, and with that link, you'll be able to go through simple steps. And remember, this is just the phase one of this tournament. The phase two is going to be starting very, very soon, and that's why right now the phase one is just underway. Now they'll be going to looks and corners of the country, to every single store possible, to make sure they find gamers and give them the right opportunity. That's going to be one of the agendas of Samsung. So keep yourself aware, follow their socials to make sure that you grab the opportunity when given. For the new viewers, you guys are watching Play Galaxy Cup.
And you're watching Play Galaxy Cup, and we are at Opera House in Bengaluru. So anybody who's watching us from Bengaluru, please do visit Opera House, have this experience right now, and after that you can have a good dinner over there as well. But yes, if I talk about the match four right now, we would be moving towards the match four without wasting any more time. And yes, I'm
Absolutely.
expecting match 4 to be much better, not in 40s the lap time, to be around in 39, 38, or some exception in 20s.
Absolutely. It seems like the start is not the kind of one we expect him to, but he's boosted himself completely. But you have to remember, once it comes to those drifts, all of these nitros is just going to look empty, right? And there it is. It's going to be telling you to hold the drift yet again. But since his cylinder was completely full, the NOS cylinder was completely full, I don't think so it's a necessary for him. But somehow, after losing all those NOS, he'll have to again recharge it and goes for a shockwave to catch up to the top position. A
Ooh.
player comes in his way, the knockdown has make sure that he has a clear path into it. Perfect run, if you ask me. There's a small deviation he'll have to pick up on the
Oh,
left, misses it out completely. Another shortcut which is going to be in front of him, that also he misses out. Now he'll have to use his nitros. That's the only way for him to cross over that 40-second mark, but still
missed it.
falls way too short with 42.985.
Well, Arka, if you'll see, it's almost 43 seconds. It's 42.98 seconds. 0.02 milliseconds. It's a difference, but it's almost 43 seconds. Udesh, the way he started was not that way we expected. In the mid, he used nitro very well. He had that 30% nitro in the end as well. I was expecting he must use that nitro, at the time he reaches the finish line, but he didn't use that. I don't know why, but if he used that, I guess he would be ending around somewhere 41 or 30, 49, 40, 39, somewhat like that. So yes, he did the mistake, but the experience, what he got was, I believe, very flawless, because the generative AI, they were suggesting what to do, how to do those drift, and those pop-ups were coming in. So yes, that makes your play style or your experience very, very, very smooth.
Absolutely, and hopefully we'll be able to see some more of these players come in with a smooth performance to make sure that they get that championship. They get the title of being the champion of the Play Galaxy Cup. And for those who want to just want to experience a land, you're not a gamer, but you would like to see people race, and you want to be a first-hand witness of all these things. All you have to do is head to the nearest Samsung Experience store. The one which is happening right now is the Samsung Opera House somewhere in Bengaluru. There's going to be another one at the UB City if you're at the Bengaluru, and another one. It's going to be Ventures at Indranagar. And apart from these, there are going to be other cities as well, which will be pointed out. My friend Eagle is going to bring up the list as different cities are going to be involved, and one from Surat also is available as far as what I'm concerned.
Yeah, totally. If we talk about the Samsung Experience Store at Select City Walk Saket, even at Specta Star, Convergence Ambience Mall, and Techno Ventures Prahlad Nagar Road, even at IBC Surat, as you told, Phoenix Market City Mall is also one of them. We already completed at Mall of Millennium Pune. Indranagar is one of them in Bengaluru, UB City in Bengaluru, and right now currently we are doing at Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru. So yeah, these are some amazing places that we're going to do these amazing experience store events, which will allow our users, which will allow the audience to get that Samsung experience, get that Galaxy AI experience. The way you can see on your screen, Galaxy AI is here, it's actually here. This will make your performance in real life very smoother, your tasks, your gaming experiences, everything very smoother. When you're talking to someone, or when you're looking at something, when you're clicking any picture and you don't have any knowledge about it, you can get that knowledge very easily just by circling that perfect image, and you will get a lot of information. These things make your life very much easier and very much informative at the same time.
Absolutely, but where somewhere in between, I feel that people are still not understanding the importance of having a very good gaming device. And for those who don't know, there are two more devices in the market right now: the S24
Mhm.
FE as well as the Fold 6. So these are the two devices you need to have for yourself to have a better gaming experience. But coming back, there are several features which you already explained, my friend, and I'm grateful for you for that. But the ray tracking has to be one of my favorite, which I've been telling you. A PC experience, a graphics on a PC is replicated on a device, so you won't be having any kind of hindrance whatsoever when it comes to the graphics. But I do believe that after this we'll be heading on into the next game, as the player is all ready and ready to race in. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen, at the Samsung Opera House, match number 5 in the phase 1, and hopefully we'll be seeing a new record set.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current time, the start is pretty decent as compared to the last few matches. He's using the boost very wisely. This is the generative AI feature what we are talking about right now at the first position, trying to dash and moving very fast. And yes, he crashed in with the other cars. And right now at the first position, 37% of the distance is being covered. Will he take that shortcut? This is the question arising right now. Very close to the ramp. He must use that ramp for that air time as well and flips as well. But yeah, 28 seconds in the game, moving in. He again missed the second. I'm so sorry, first shortcut and the second as well. Right now he has that 70% boost, but he isn't using that without the boost. He's got a lap time of 40 seconds. That was insane. Okay, if you looked at it, he
Absolutely.
had almost 60 to 70% of the boost.
Absolutely, I was expecting him to do much more better, especially when he's got that a huge gain after the shockwave. And again, as I said, the turnings is where you need to boost yourself up yet again. You need to refill your nitros and also depend on the shortcuts if you know the track lines properly. But Sachin, nothing taken away from his specific performance. He's going to be landing at the first spot in his race, but might be falling short when it comes to the other people who are winning the race. 40.63 seconds lap time so far, and hopefully we'll be able to see him come back and perform much better when it comes to phase 2.
Yeah, totally. Right now we would love to see how the other matches is going to be, and we would love to see how they're going to perform. But I was expecting he would, if he would must have used the boost, he would end around 36, 37, or
Yeah.
38. But without using the boost, ending the lap time with 40.56, somewhat like that, that is really, really very insane.
Absolutely, and I just loved every bit of it. And hopefully, as I said, we're going to be expecting some more good gamers to come in and showcase their talent.
Yeah.
The list goes on, man. The list goes on. There's going to be several other places in which you guys can come and participate. My friend Eagle is going to be pointing out a few for you guys. Let it be Surat, let it be Pune. Millennium Mall Pune is where we had the first set of races in the previous stream, and now we have come down to the Samsung Opera House. Eagle, when it comes to
Yep.
the Surat, I've seen 2 3 places. Could you please point out another few more, whichever you have known about?
Yeah, totally. Select City Walk Saket is one of them. Apart from that, if I talk about Spectra and Star Convergence Limited, Ambience Mall is also one of them. We are at currently Samsung Opera House. UB City Bangalore is also one of them. Concept INC Indranagar is another one. So yes, in Bangalore there are many more places. IBC Surat, as already Arka mentioned. Mall of Millennium Pune we have already done in the afternoon, and Preet
Yeah,
Enterprises Kopar Kirane is the other place. So yeah, there are almost 8 to 10 places where we are holding these events right now. Me and Arka would be going for a short water break. You guys stay tuned and get some amazing Samsung experience.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Samsung Galaxy AI is here with the Play Galaxy Cup. Now, for
Yeah.
some reason, my eyes just went and stuck onto the Galaxy AI, and I've been specifically explaining this the importance of having an AI on your smart PC or on your smart devices
Hmm.
specifically. So, what does this actually do? This is going to make sure that you have the cutting edge technology of somebody to assist you in every step of your life. Let it be putting notes, let it be sketching to images, let it be talking to someone out of your comfort zone, or a different language, a person with a different language. All of it is going to be covered because of this AI. But with this Eagle, we're going to be jumping back to a little bit of our talks about our gamers who are present at the Samsung Opera House, Bengaluru. Now, these gamers have been playing really well, if you ask
Yeah.
me, because 41 seconds on an average is a decent. Because yesterday, in comparison to millennium mall players, they almost had an average of around 42. I know it's just
Oh.
a 1 second comparison, but we all know how much is 1 second in gaming.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. 1 second is enough. And even if you are talking about average 40 and 42 seconds average, this makes a very much slight difference in both the
Yeah,
segment. But yes, we have completed almost 3 to 4 matches for this particular segment, and there are many more matches to go in. So I'm pretty much excited to see, is there any record breaking match coming in, or is there any record breaking race coming in a while from Bengaluru? Because I believe that there are a lot more gamers in Bangalore, because I'm personally from Bangalore. I've seen people around here how they are so enthusiastic in gaming, and how so they are so keen in, especially in these kind of car racing or these kind of racing games. So yes, let's see how it's going to be the next game for the day. But before that, I would love to talk about the two hero smartphones uh, by the Samsung. It's Samsung Galaxy or Samsung Fold 6 and the Samsung S24 FE. So yes, these are the two hero phones with amazing specification. We'll talk in more detail about that, and we have been talking about in detail about that earlier as well. But yes, if you are anywhere in Bengaluru near to Opera House, please do go visit there. Have some amazing experience, because once you'll experience, you'll buy this amazing product, because this product will make your life much more easy. To be very honest, this will really make your life much more easier in terms of your work, in terms of your passion, or in terms of your gaming, anything. This will make your life much more easier.
absolutely, absolutely, well said. But again, I would love to see some more of these performers outperforming everybody else and trying to make a name for themselves. Yesterday, there was one player who actually did with a time of 29 seconds, and where people are trying to find an average of 30 or probably even 39. There's one player who's thought out of the box, and I can completely understand. As I'm progressing in the game, I can understand he could have gone for that initial push, and then took up the shortcuts whichever is available underground, and then made sure that he has a straight line. All he has to do is pick up those boosters, keep boosting, and then eventually make it across the finish line. So this is what I'll be expecting to see today from the other players from the Samsung Opera House itself. But before we step in over there, for those who are feeling that how come these people are playing at the store, Samsung
Yeah.
experience stores have come up with an initiative to make sure that gamers do come into their experience stores, not only experience game but also experience their products, because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, people need to come in and witness everything firsthand, and that is how they can be convinced. So all of these devices are going to be present for you guys over there, whichever you like, your budget range. They're going to be experts to guide you as well, and they're going to make sure that your life becomes much more better with a Samsung device. With this said and done, Eagle, I do believe it's time for us to step into the next game. Your
Yeah.
expectations for the upcoming games?
Yeah, why I believe that if the lap time is around 39, below 40, that would be really, really very exciting to see the matches. But after 40, what it becomes like 41, 42 is somewhat like similar.
Yeah,
Below 40 is we'll really enjoy the battle, and in fact, the audience will also enjoy the battle, and it will look more competitive. So let's see how it's going to be the next match of the day. I think fourth or fifth match of the day would be the next match, and yes, we are ready to go for another 20 matches after that as well. So yeah, keep your seatbelt very tighten, because these car racing matches are going to be too exciting, too fast for you guys. And if you want to get a smooth experience, get a Samsung device.
Absolutely. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be stepping into the match 6 of this Samsung Opera House event. And we're going to make sure this time around we'll be on the tip of our toes, cheering for our racer. There it is, all the way from Samsung Opera House. It's going to be match number 6 underway.
Yeah, totally. Currently talking about the head start, it wasn't that good, but yes, he is having the 70% of the boost, and now it's 100%. He should use that boost hold to drift. This is the generative AI what we talk about. Alongside, you have that scanner QR. You can just scan that QR and register for the next round, the next phases over there. Again, he's drifting very nicely, still at the 5th position, trying to cross all the hurdles and all the challenges over there. And yes, the boost has been used, crossing the 2nd position and the first one as well. He has lost the first shortcut and the second one as well. And now at 35 seconds, I believe he would be ending somewhere around 40. Yes.
Yeah, 40.92 to be specific. He had so much of ground to cover at the nth moment. He just fell a little bit short. Noel has done a great job so far, 40.92. But I'm waiting to see that who has done a better job, because
Yeah, we would
on
love to see.
stream we have been seeing a little bit of a lesser viewers in comparison to the venue itself. So for people out there, I do believe that they might have a greater chance of getting a better position.
Yeah, totally. Currently looking at these lap time, 40.92 seconds. It's pretty decent. Better than the last one what we saw. So yes, the players are trying to level up the bar, which is really really very exciting to see. But right now, guys, Galaxy AI is here with some amazing AI features. If you haven't checked it out, please do go your nearest Samsung Experience store, check this out, because this will give you an immersive experience. This will allow you to get the best device available in the market. And this is not enough, because uh, whenever we talk about the mobile phones, or whenever we talk about the any technical devices, we always want to upgrade to get the best experience. But what I believe, after getting this device, you should take a rest, because it is already year to a year ahead from other devices, so you will have a lot of time to get an upgrade after it.
Absolutely, cutting edge technology. That's the advantage of having one of the latest things with you. But with this, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the next race is also going to be coming underway. But before that, let me remind you this: if you are people who would want to have an experience of playing these games, and also have an experience of having your hands on these beautiful devices, all you have to do is head on to the nearest Samsung Experience store, which is going to give you a lot of information regarding the devices, and also allow you to showcase your talent as well.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current condition, we would be moving towards the match 7 right now. Noel has performed pretty well. And yes, from here, how would they move on? How would they perform on? This is the question arising. The match 7 would be a high expectation from our caster side, but let's see how actually this match is going to be. 3, 2, 1. Tighten your seatbelt very tight, because the start is pretty good. And yes, we were expecting something much more better, but no worries. And again, the generative AI, what it suggests you to do is better for your start. And yes, now you're using the boost, crossing those hurdles, crashing the cars, and you're at the first position. Using these AI, you'll be at the first position in game and in real life as well.
Absolutely, trying to get to the corners. That is where, oh my god, he's going to be crashing down, trying to use those ramps to somehow avoid the collision. Lands up right on his face. That is going to put him way too back when it comes to his position. But with all of these things said and done, can he at least finish within the 40-second marker? Yes, he's got the perfect drift. He's going to be using those nitros to catch up to the opponents, but he'll be landing at the 2nd position with a total time of 45.63. He's going to be cursing. He's going to be biting his tongue for somehow missing out that corner and landing somewhere above the ramps. Albin, 45.63, probably phase 2 is where he's going to be coming back stronger.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current condition, this would be really be challenging. Ebin, 45.63 seconds. This is the highest lap time till now, what I have observed in this particular day. And this would be really be unsatisfactory for him as well, I believe.
Absolutely. It should have been so much more better for him in moments to come. But still, I hope that, he's not disappointed, because after getting crashed out like that and then making a recovery to come for so long is also very, very special, if you ask me. But, with these things all said and done, I would love to see how the next set of teams is going to be much more careful in not crashing out like the teammate just did.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current condition, I hope that the next upcoming matches would be really, really be exciting and challenging for us as well. Because the more number of challenges, the more excitement we'll get in these races. So yes, we are eager to see the match number 8 as well. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the stream, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream, and do visit your nearest Samsung Experience store. Right now, we are at Samsung Opera House. Earlier at afternoon, we were at Mall of Millennium in Pune, and right now we are at Bengaluru in Opera House. After that, the next weekends we would be at some other places. So yes, if you want to be at one of the place and enjoy and get that seamless experience, you just have to dive in the description box, get the registration link, register yourself. Because when we'll come to your city, you can come to the nearest Samsung Experience store and have this seamless experience.
Absolutely. But with this, I'm waiting to see what is the next set of games are going to look like, because ultimately it all comes down to, teams being a little more cautious when it comes to those corners, team being a little more cautious when it comes to clicking at those nitros as quickly as possible. Because so far, sometimes even at the end of the race, we have seen few people try to avoid the collision and then end up, being under a lot of trouble. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see how the next set of players are going to play, because through experience is one way of learning, and I do believe that all of these people have come here to experience something new. Match number 8 underway from Samsung Opera House.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current condition, 6-6 is their position right now. Let's hope that he recovers up real quick. Right now, having that 100% boost will help you to directly dive in from 6 to 1. But let's see, is it possible or not? He has almost covered 20% of the distance, and still he is 2 behind from the first vehicle, and almost 18 seconds are covered. I think he'll take a lot of time, lot more than 41 or 40 seconds, but the boost must help him out with that ramp out there. This would be the air flips would be really, really been helpful to him. But right now, oh, he missed that first shortcut and the second one as well. 35 seconds almost in the game. 85, 88% is almost completed, and he would take almost 42 or 43 seconds in the game. And yes, to be very precise, 43.126 seconds. I'm a bit, to playing in such a seamless device, such a smooth device, and getting a lap time of 43.12. There must be some problem in your skill set or understanding the game. I think they are not
Absolutely.
professional, Arkham.
Yeah, obviously, right. Most of them have come in to experience the Google Google uh, enhancement in the devices, but also the Samsung Galaxy AI features inside over here. So I know, trying to understand all these things, they have come in, and then suddenly they realize that why don't we try our luck out there, and that's what they've been trying to do. But ladies and gentlemen, stepping back right into the main part of it, we're going to be speaking about the two different devices in front of us, which is going to be the heroes of our Samsung lineup. The reason why we call them heroes is they're just perfectly made for our gamers. First one is going to be the S24 FE. This is going to be a budgeted device which is going to allow you in every way possible. It's going to be having a 4700 mAh battery,
Yeah,
which is going to allow you for a long time gaming. When it comes to grinding, that's going to be a top priority. The second most important thing is the heating issues, and that is where
yeah.
Samsung has ticked that box off perfectly by making sure that they give a vapor cooling chamber within the device, which is going to make sure that your phone is as cool as it could be.
Totally. If I talk about the viewing experience, it has got the 17 centimeter screens and a bezel of only and only 1.99 meters. Along with, you have got a refresh rate of 120 hertz, which will
Yeah,
allow you a immersive experience. And with that, brightness of 1900 nits, 1900 nits in S24 FE, and a brightness of 2600 nits in Fold 6, where you can use in sunlight, anywhere in light. You will not have a single problem while using these devices. So, you know, this is not only about the processor, or not only about the battery, or the strong
yeah,
ability to do the task. It's also about
yeah.
the looks, and how comfortable are you while using these devices. So the viewing experience and the looks are pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm waiting to see how things can be, how things will turn much more better for all these players out there. And the second device we were
Yeah,
referring to is going to be the Fold 6. Now, Fold 6 this time around is going to be on the higher end when it comes to the financial part of it. But for those who want the best of the best, no matter what the price is, then they can go for this hands down. The reason being, this is going to be a phone which can unfold itself to be a small tablet, and you can experience your memories on a bigger screen. One
yeah,
second thing, it's got that 120 hertz display, and let me tell you this: the 2x dynamic AMOLED display is just going to enhance everything you see on the screen. And also, let's not forget that it's got 1.6 size bigger, you know, the vapor cooling chamber,
cooling
because
chambers.
obviously
Yeah.
it's a bigger device. You need bigger chamber. For few people, they'll be like, what, let's try to cut down and make sure that we compensate for something. But this time around, Samsung, nana. It's all about the quality. It's all about what we can give our customers and make them feel kings and queens. And that's where they've come up with the best of the devices. Hopefully, you guys will be heading on to the nearest Samsung Experience store, because that is where you can witness all of this firsthand.
Yeah, totally. These are some amazing features that has truly been available in these two devices. But one of the most, I'll say underrated, but yes, one of the most avoided feature is the IP48 water resistance. It has been provided in Fold 6. You can use this device underwater to
Yeah,
shoot something very great, especially for the content creators, those video creators, videographers out there. And this device is not only for students or anybody like us, the gamers. This is for everybody. Business people, or we talk about the videographers, content creators, everyone out there. There are different aspects of this mobile phone. uh,
yeah,
we can't call this a mobile phone, we'll call this a powerhouse. Where you get all things, camera, specification, a processor, power, battery backup, everything. So the IP48 water resistant allows you everything. You can do underwater if you're traveling, or there's raining. So I don't think there will be a problem while you're traveling. While raining, you can shoot anything, shoot very decent something while raining on some specific locations. After that, it has a very flex hinge that allows you a good fold, a good sometimes we use the foldable phone, and it
yeah,
becomes really thick. But this phone allows you to be very thin, very sleek, very attractive at the same time. And apart from that, if you
yeah.
talk about the safety purpose, it also allows you the Gorilla Glass Victus 2. So even in terms of safety, it has also aluminum body. So in every terms, it is a green take, Arka. So I don't think there's any competition with this particular phone, especially the Fold 6.
Absolutely. But with this all said and done, let's head into the next game. It's going to be match number 9, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're geared up for some more of this car racing action, which is going to be coming your way. And let me remind you this yet again: these are the races which is taking place at our Samsung Opera House Experience Store. It's going to be match number 9, and the player seems to have a good start.
Yeah, totally. Currently looking at this condition, what I believe that I'm expecting a good lap time somewhere around below 40, but let's see how it's going to be. 190, 198. Oh, what a crash! And almost two cars got crashed out there. Third is the
Uh,
position out of six. And yeah,
Absolutely, but at the same time, the recovery was good. He used the 360 to make sure he comes back absolutely on track. Now, there was a shortcut in which he could have gained so much, but eventually, he's going to be losing it. 35, 36 seconds is what he's got so far, and he's going to be ending on a very sad note, if you ask me. A 40 point, the 41.08, after such a good start and suddenly recovering from such a big crash. Obviously, I wanted Ajin to have a little bit of a better outcome out of it. but it seems like he's been falling short every now and then.
Yeah, totally. Looking at the current condition, 41 seconds, 41.08 seconds to be precise, is the benchmark right now. And this has been said by all the players playing at the Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru. I was expecting more crazy gamers, more skilled gamers in Bangalore, what I have personally witnessed around here. But yes, I think they are at leave today and enjoying the weekends and not at the Samsung Experience Store. But yes, you still have a chance. We would be coming again next weekend at different places in Bengaluru. UB City is one of them, Indranagar is one of them. So yes, if you are available next weekend, please do come right now if you want to enjoy and get that immersive gaming experience in these stores. Please do visit this store and get an immersive experience.
Absolutely. But at the same time, I'm trying to be a little more skeptical. I'm trying to be a little optimistic as well, because the upcoming players, or the upcoming, few players, I do believe can make a big impact. So, with this, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time for us to head into the next one. But before that, I would like to remind you guys one more thing. All you have to do is register to the link which is there in the description below. What is this going to do to you? It's going to allow you to come and showcase your gaming talent in one of our experience stores. It's just like buying a ticket before entering an amusement park. So that is what you have to do. Get in over there, register, showcase your gaming talent out there through this car races as well, and then make sure that you grab the big prize for yourself.
Yeah, totally. You can grab some good prizes, some good goodies out there. But yes, if we're talking about the Fold 6, the amount of preciousness, the amount of specification it comes with, that's truly very fantastic. But if we talk about the camera, it has three cameras at the back: 12 megapixel ultra wide, 50 megapixel wide angle camera with 2x optical zoom, and a 10 megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. So yeah, these three camera will allow you for macro lenses shooting, for wide angle shooting, for the best photos out there. And if you want to click some amazing selfies with your fellow ones, so yes, you can get that as well with a 10 megapixel cover camera with a 4 megapixel under display camera. So I think there are almost five cameras in a single phone, and I totally couldn't believe that, five cameras in a single phone.
Absolutely. But with this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be stepping into the next match of the day itself. It's going to be match number 10. And with this, we're going to be having halfway through our matches. Match number 10 from Samsung Opera House. And I'm expecting this player at least to do much better with this beautiful Nissan blue car he's got. Okay. For the beginning, if you ask me, he could have done a little more better. But what's the best part among it all? He's already got his nitros full and it's already recharged and he's going for it. Now the drift is going to again build up that recharge. So how well he's going to recover on this track and stay on the lines is going to matter a lot.
Yeah, totally. Now looking at the current condition, he's at the first position in 20 seconds itself. He's not having a boost right now, but very soon he will have that. Having the ramp and missing the shortcuts will be really very challenging. Let's see, will he go for the shortcut? No, not the first one. Let's say the second one. No, not even the second one. And with those 30% boost, I believe he would be ending down 39. Yes, this is the best time till now at the Opera House in Bengaluru. 39.59 done by Alan. This is the best lifetime in the Bengaluru at Opera House.
Yeah, absolutely. Alan sticking to the basics, making sure he stays on the lines of the track. Probably the shortcuts would have given him an additional 2 to 3 seconds of buffer time, but still, he's been the best so far. He's going to be standing on top of the Everest, waiting to, wave the flag and make sure he becomes the champion of the Play Galaxy Cup. But until then, we'll have to wait it out and see whether he's going to be outshined by anyone else. Because yesterday we saw somebody doing a 29 point something, almost a 10-second difference. So even though every second, it's just small seconds which we speak about, it feels like every second is equivalent to an hour. So let's see whether that's going to be the case, or whether someone is going to come in and take away the limelight from Alan himself. But Eagle, so far, I think this was the fastest we have seen anybody cross over that finish line. What do you say? What do you have to say about that?
Well, I think the start wasn't that good, but the way he coped up and the way he used those nitros at the end
Yeah.
moment and he covered from directly 35 seconds to 39 seconds. That was pretty good and pretty smart, which the other players couldn't do. So yeah, just not doing the same mistakes what other are doing is the best thing, and what he did, Alan. And yes, he is the best right now in Bengaluru, what we have observed in the Opera House. So yes, these were the things. And one more thing, guys, these players are playing these matches, these games on the device S24 FE. If you want to play, and if you want to get the same experience, just do visit the Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru if you're anywhere nearby. Apart from that, we were talking in the break, me and Arka, that they're playing from so long, there must be many more devices. There are many more devices, but playing so continuously requires a good a battery backup. And the battery backup what comes in S24 FE is
Yeah,
4700 mAh, which is a huge battery backup, and which allows almost 81 hours of listening music and 28 hours of video watching, which is totally been immense. 28 hours of video watching means more than a day, and plus 4 hours. So this is huge.
absolutely. And I'm waiting to experience it myself. Probably after this event is done, I might head on to some of the Samsung experience store and look for myself whether absolutely these devices sound as cool they are. Because sometimes, few things sound too good to be true. But the Samsung have been, very good when it comes to keeping up to the words they promise to the customer. So hopefully this time around again they continue to do
Yeah,
so. But I believe after this, it's time for us to head to a short break because Eagle, we have been
yeah.
waiting, we have been watching all of these things. So let's take a breather. Until then, you guys, we're giving you a small space. Make sure you click on the registration link, register yourself, and also share it among your friends. Until then, we're gonna be heading right now to a short break. See you guys on the other side.
Okay, so hey guys, boys and girls, welcome back to this amazing Play Galaxy Cup. Myself, Eagle, alongside it's my co-caster and my friend Arka on the other side. We have been doing some amazing matches of these car racing games and introducing you to the amazing hero smartphones of Samsung. But yes, we have been doing almost 8 matches at the Bengaluru. And we have done at Mall of Millennium in Pune almost 25 matches of those car racing games. Arka, what's your expectations from upcoming matches?
My expectation is to see somebody break that big number. The 29
Yeah.
second, I want somebody to at least come down to 20, 30 seconds. We have been jumping around that 39, 40, 45, all that normal average, which everybody else can do. I really want to see somebody hit at least a 34 or a 35. So at least then I'll have a ray of hope that yes, somebody might hit the 30 number itself.
Let's see, is that possible or not? Well, that's pretty difficult and challenging because what we have seen is 39 or 38 is the best one. No,
Yeah,
39.5 is the best one right now. What we have
yeah.
observed in today's day, but the benchmark is around 41 or 42. So I don't believe that we would get something around 30 or 28 or 29, something like that. But there's always a hope to come in that someone
Yeah.
will come in and break the record. Records are meant to be broken, but yes, let's see how it's going to be. But one record that I personally believe is difficult to break is the amazing smartphones built by Samsung, especially these two, a hero smartphone S24 FE and the Fold 6, because these two smartphones having the amazing features, design, a battery backup, processor, everything. I think these records are very very difficult to be broken.
Absolutely, it's picture perfect in several ways when you see in a gamer's perspective. You have the RAM, you have the processor, you have the display, you have the battery. Every single boxes have been ticked off by Samsung, and I do believe that from here on, as we speak about the features of these devices, people are going to be amused and also would love to put their hands on and experience this device themselves. Now, not everybody will get this opportunity where you can actually use the device, then after you're satisfied, and then you can go and bill it. That one experience has been provided by Samsung themselves, and that's why they call it the Samsung's experience store.
Mhm.
It's not just about the mobiles, it's also about every single
Yeah.
gadgets they bring into the market. But with this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be heading into the next game. It's going to be match number 11, and our racer is absolutely ready, looking forward to dominate the track and to come up with the best ever track record so far. So again, the phase 1 match number 11, all the way from Samsung Opera House.
Yeah, totally. Let's see how it's going to be right now. Looking at the current position, is the sixth one, and just the start, you have that boost, and this is the generative AI of what we talk about, and let's see how it's going to be. Uh, yes, you are at the fourth position. A good dash in. They have crashed one car. And yes, you're at the third position right now, moving very fast on the track, holding it very tightly. Let's see, will you able to get those shortcuts or not? And yes, the ramp has been used. I think this is the moment where the records would be break. And yes, he is totally been amazing, very fast, very furious, moving in, and he's using the boost as well. 39 seconds, but still much more better. We were really excited to see it. The winner name is Shaish 40.29. I was expecting something more better to come out of this, but nevertheless, this was something very different. I was watching the same track, same vehicle again and again and again. This time, I saw the same track, but the vehicle was in the air most of the time.
Absolutely. Sayesh trying to do something out of the box, but it's just that there were too many obstacles in the path he was taking. You need to stick to the basic line of the track and then use the shortcuts on a brief perspective, not on the longer perspective. But yes, Sayesh tried to do his best. A better track record in compared to others, a lap time in compared to others, where we have seen 41, 42, and 43. He's got 40.29, but I hope he's prepared for what's going to come up next, because I believe that there are several players, just like previously we did see a player going for 39.59, right? And he's already almost zero point 0.5 seconds ahead of this person. So let's see whether Sayesh will be getting another opportunity in phase 2 or in phase 1 itself. But as of now, I'm just giving him kudos for at least winning the match he played.
Yeah, totally. Sai, he really played very fantastically. He chose some different paths, but the result was almost very similar. A bit better from the other competitors, but yes, we really enjoyed the battle. We really enjoyed the momentum, the way he played on. So yes, these were the match statistics what we talk about. But right now, coming back to our hero, the hero products, S24 FE and the Fold 6. These two are the monstrous devices developed by Samsung, inbuilt AI, which is called the Galaxy AI, personally by Samsung, and which will assist you while chatting, while clicking pictures, or while you want some information. When you click the picture, you could just circle that picture and you will get a lot of information on it. So yes, these things will improve your life, will give you a lot more information on it. Apart from those things, the camera feature we were discussing from afternoon itself, the camera features what we talk about, the cooling features, as well as the build quality what we talk about, everything is on point, on target what we talk. Also, it's pretty difficult to destroy these phones. I don't find any competitors who can come and destroy these specification out there, because this is the best in the market, what I personally believe. But yes, without wasting any more time, we would be directly moving towards the next match of the day, and I would love to see that will he choose some other different paths over here or not in match number 12.
Absolutely. Match number 12 in phase one. It's going to be from the Samsung Opera House, another contender, all geared up to make sure that it does everything right. He's starting to drift from the initial stages, and that's why he's not able to hit the top speed. Now, using the boosters just before the AI is trying to tell him he's going to take away all the boosters he tried to put up from the beginning. And not only he's lost the speed, but also now he'll have to go for the shockwave, but somehow catches up to the top player. But from here on, it's going to be important to track on or to jump on to those shortcuts. Yes, the first ramp he avoids it to perfection. Now it's going to be a shortcut which he'll be expecting to take. Nope, misses it completely. There's going to be another short one that also he misses it out, goes in for the longer turn. We all know what happens after this. Even though you have the boosters ready and you use it in the final circle, you still end up having a 41.23 second, 40 plus seconds. Not the kind of game he was expecting to end with. Rishabh.
Yeah, Rishabh, 41.23 seconds. I was expecting somewhat around 39 or 38, below 40, but it didn't happen. I think the players are believing that 40 or above 40, 41, 42 is the benchmark. What we were talking about is the bar, what they have set, and they're not, the competition which they're giving to each other is around 40s or 41, 42. So the best was 39.5, what we saw match before that, and I believe it's difficult to break that particular record in today's day, especially at Samsung Experience Store in Opera House, Bengaluru. So if you are in Bengaluru, please do visit over there, guys. We have almost 50% of the matches left out. If you haven't checked out yet, please do visit the store. Have a good experience, impulsive experience on these devices, because it is not only about the gaming experience. You can have camera experiences, videography experiences, commercial experiences, everything you can do over there when you visit the store. So yes, these experiences will allow you to get a better upgradation in your technical stuff as a mobile smartphone. And yes, if you upgrade to the smartphone, I think you would be really be flawless in terms of technical abilities, in terms of artificial intelligence. Like Galaxy AI is already there in this particular inbuilt smartphones. So this will really help you in all the sectors of whatever is currently going in the world.
Absolutely. Now, with this, let's see how things will turn out with the next race almost coming on our screens. There's another contender who's all geared up to showcase his talent, to show us that he can do a better lap in comparison to the others. Let me remind you the mark, the top cutoff, or probably the fastest time so far on the same very track. It has been 39 seconds. No, 29 seconds to be specific. Let's keep it 30 for now. Okay, 30 seconds. That happened yesterday at the same place at the Samsung Opera House from Bengaluru, and this time around we are expecting one of his colleagues to do the same and break down that barrier. But with this thing said and done, let's head on to the next race itself and see how well this person has been preparing himself. Because with experience comes a lot more of action, and with a lot more of action comes some records which are meant to be broken.
Yeah, totally. The records are meant to be broken. Let's see, is there anybody who is at Samsung Experience Store Opera House in Bengaluru who can break this record of 28 or 29 seconds, which was done yesterday? I still believe it is possible, but let's see who will do that and when he'll do that. This is the question arising right now over here. But yes, keeping those things aside, if I currently talk about these devices and some amazing specification until we go towards the next match of the day, yes, S24 FE Ultra is the best smartphone, especially for the students, because it comes in a very good budget alongside with those amazing specification out there. 4700 mAh battery if you're going to college morning, and if you're coming at evening, I think this will totally help you out with all the works like video editing or photography or those, taking out those notes or anything, because it has got that 1900 nits brightness where you can use in canteen or open grounds or anywhere, with a 120 hertz refresh rate, as well as bezels like 1.9 which will allow your smartphone to look much more attractive and sexier. So I think these things are enough for a college student. I'll not say enough, more than enough for a college student to get this type of phones.
Absolutely. It brings me down to a thought. Are people actually wanting to experience this? And if you are, then all you have to do is head on to the nearest Samsung Experience store. One amongst which we have been speaking about is the Samsung Opera House, where culture has met innovation, where the history of this place was so strong that Samsung wanted to retain its culture itself. So this is going to be one of those stores. There's one from the UB city, there's one from Indranagar. So all you have to do is open your devices, make sure you search for the nearest Samsung Experience store, and then eventually you'll be led to that location, and you're gonna experience all these players who are experiencing right now. And with all of these things said and done, I do believe it's time for us to head into the next game, with the next racer all set and ready. And once we experience this one match, that is when we're going to be coming down to explain more about our hero devices. There it is, match number 13, all the way from Samsung Opera House.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see how actually this player is going to play. The start is pretty good and pretty decent, holding the position at the sixth. And if I talk about the generative AI features, yeah, these are the generative AI features which suggest what actually you should do while playing or while doing the stuffs. But yes, a good crashing at the corners are coming in. Good drifts are coming in. The use of nitros are also being used. And yes, he's at the second position right now, dashing in very fast, very furiously. And again, choosing a new path is always very much interesting and exciting to see. And again, he is at 31 second in the game, and I believe he's moving too fast with nitros, but still he'll end around somewhere 39 or 40s. Yeah, 41.209 seconds to be very precise. It was pretty better, pretty exciting to see the path he chose. But yeah, really, we were expecting a lap time less than 40. That would be really very, interesting. But nevertheless, we really enjoyed the battle.
Absolutely, Barshan trying to showcase his talent yet again. As I said, if you go off track, you're going to be restricted with a lot of obstacles. But at the same time, you can be rewarded if you're able to break through them with the perfect nitros you got for yourself. Yes, two times was the shock trays were used. Both the times he somehow caught up to the time we had lost in between those obstacles, but still fell a little short, even to reach the 40-second marker. 41.20 is where Barshan is going to end up, and I do believe the others who are watching it would want to stick to the main track itself. And there are several shortcuts in the main track which leads directly to the finish line. I do believe that's the way to go.
Yeah, totally. We really, really enjoyed the battle. The way he played on Barshan was truly, truly very fantastic. But, keeping those things aside, what we were talking about are hero products, S24 FE and the Fold 6. These two phones are really, really a monster phone, depending on their price segment. If you have a budget, you can go for a S24 FE, but you have no budget. If you want a best phone currently present in the market with the best cameras, best processor, best look, or the best strength, what we talk about is the Fold 6. Totally, if the battery is good, there's no lag, you have the cooling chambers which is 1.6x larger than cooling chambers as compared to other in the market. Apart from that, You have a battery backup of 4400 mAh. Keeping those things aside, you have three cameras at the back: 50 megapixel, 10 megapixel, 12 megapixel with a 3x optical zoom, as well as a front camera with a 10 megapixel with a 4 megapixel in display camera. That has truly been insane. These features, the IP48 water resistant with those flexible hinges, I think this is the best device for the best experience. What I personally believe, if you're anywhere around Bengaluru, around Opera House, you should just go visit there and have this experience. What I personally believe, if you use this phone once, if you have that experience one in your hand, I think you'll surely buy that.
Absolutely. By the way, you're explaining it, Eagle, I might end up, going to an experience store right after this stream. Trust me. I really want to go see it. Does this actually sound as good as it sounds, or is it just that yep, my brother is hyping it? Or I trust your words. I know that Samsung has never disappointed us, so I would love to go visit a store and see how well this is going to support my life. As I said, I love to travel. I always want that live translation wherever I go, so that I don't fall short with communication, uh, and due to which it's going to keep me with the cutting edge technology already in my phone. It's going to keep me at the tip of my toes. So all of these things being said and told, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Samsung Play Galaxy Cup. There's going to be several other races which is going to be aligned very, very soon. Hope you guys are here to enjoy it. If you guys are enjoying it, do not forget to hit the like button and also share it among your friends, because that's much more important right now. Don't be selfish, don't be greedy, don't be watching all of this alone. And we believe that sharing is caring. As gamers, it's
Yeah.
important for us to share so that they also can take that opportunity. Speaking about opportunities, you also can showcase your talent in one of these Samsung Experience stores, for which you'll have to register. Registrations are free. There's nothing to be paid. All you have to do is click on the link in the description below, and then slowly fill up the form. It's a very, very easy step-by-step process which you all can do at the snap of a finger. And once you're done with that, the location and the timing is going to be given over there. Just head on to those Experience stores and make sure that you play it out. And for all these people out there who have been wondering what's happening, let me remind you this. All of these events are happening on the weekends, so it becomes so much more easier for you. Don't worry that it's going to be during your college time or anything. Just make sure that you grab the opportunity when given.
Yeah, totally. Right now, we would be moving towards the match number 14 and keeping our expectation very high. I'm expecting that, a record-breaking performance would come over here around 28 to
Yeah.
29 seconds. Let's see who is this player right now. We are ready for the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and there you go. With the nitro into his hand and a good speed, 140 kilometer per hour. Drifting recharges your nitro bar. This is the notification what is being occurred by generative AI, and there you go. He's totally using the nitro. A good dash in towards his left and again towards his right, utilizing the corners very rightly, utilizing the nitros very rightly. And let's see, will he choose some another path or not? Will he choose those ramps or not? This is the question rising. And yes, he does. He does choose that ramp, moving very fast, very furiously. 64% is been covered in 30 seconds. And again, the same thing, the same story will repeat again, I believe. Arka, he'll be ending somewhere around 40 or 41. No!
Oh no, he finishes at a 39.82, falling just 0.3 second short than the person who's on the top. Tejasvi has done a great job so far, 39.82. It's just that through those obstacles, he made sure that he keeps those lines to collect all
Yeah.
those nitros on the way. And there was no point until he hits the ground that he did not have nitros on. So these are the moments for you to capitalize. This is how you play the game. And probably if we had not gone up above the ramps and probably would have stayed a little bit on the lines of the track, it would have been so much more better. Choosing another better shortcut is going to be a primary option for all these racers.
Yeah, totally. I believe this is the second best for the particular day, as well as the second best for the Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru, especially because 39.56, somewhat like that, was the first lap time, which is the best one for Bengaluru, and 39.82 is the second one. So yes, I believe when we'll end the day, we'll get to know that who are the top three. So Tejas, we will be the second one, securing the second position very quickly. Yes, and one more thing, guys, if you are at Bengaluru, very near to Samsung Opera House, please go to visit there, because if you are in the top three or if you are winning it, You'll get some goodies, get some prizes. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. If you'll go there, you'll have some good experience, good time, good energy, good vibes. But then you'll meet some new people. You'll get to see some new technicalities, artificial intelligence stuff out there. So yeah, you'll pretty much learn a lot of more things, enjoy a lot of more things out there, and it would be a great time for you guys.
Absolutely. With this, ladies and gentlemen, let's head on to another action which is going to occur right now at our Samsung Opera House. Another racer is going to be ready to challenge the track and give the best time he could achieve. And let me remind you this, the fastest car is going to be declared the winner. Now, with this one, he did not have the perfect kind of a start, but he's not fallen way behind the opponents. He's stuck way too close to the opponents. And that's a very good sign, if you ask me. Holding to drift is going to be most crucial thing. There is it. He's going to be holding to that. He should have held on to another one. There it is. And then the shockwave come through, but it seems like everybody else were able to catch it up. 248 was the top speed he achieved through that. Now he wants to come back, but he's going to be pushed, but eventually retaliates
Oh,
well. But the Rams, it's just going to make him go haywire, even though it was a perfect run until then. Now he'll have to catch up to the lost time, 30 seconds in comparison to the 60% of the track. There was a shortcut which you missed out. There's
yeah.
another one which can make him reach faster, but he's just going to
Oh,
collide with another one, knock him down, pick up the booster this time around. Another shockwave comes in just to recover to the lost time, but that is not going to help in any way possible. It's the
mhm.
45-second mark which he touches with a little bit of disappointment. Shiva couldn't live up to the expectations of us.
Yeah, totally. This would be the highest of the day. What I believe, 45.28. We have earlier observed 45.1, something like that, and this is 45.28 seconds, which we really didn't expect out coming from this particular match. But no worries, you still have another phases, phase two, and another phases where you could get a comeback. But these things happen. This is game where we play, where we learn and get a good comeback out of there. But keeping those things aside, if I talk about our two major things, which are the our two major heroes of the day, is S24FE and B Fold 6, because these two products, I think it's very difficult to replace or replicate these two products with such artificial intelligence and such specification. If I talk about the cameras, or if I talk about the batteries, or if I talk about the build quality, or if I talk about the look, or if I talk about the comfort, every segment is truly top notch. Not only this, there are many more products of Samsung. You should visit Samsung nearest experience store, and there you can use the product, play with the product. You could also do some test of what we talk about, the durability test and all those tests, and you'll have a good time over there, meeting some new people, and those executives will help you out to get the best out of it. But keeping those things aside, me and Arka would be going for a short break. After that, we will be coming with the last set of matches for the day. Till then, guys, stay tuned and do visit the Samsung nearest experience store. Oh yes, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are back after a short break, and you guys are watching Play Galaxy Cup. And myself, Eagle, alongside we also have our co-host, co-caster, Arka. And yes, we've been, dominated just due to be some technical issue, but yes, very soon he'll be joining us back again. And yes, if I talk about the matches going on, yes, we have been watching some amazing matches of racing, car racing, and all those stuffs. Alongside, we have been also witnessing some amazing action of Samsung devices. Yes, we talk about the two hero devices S24 FE and the Samsung Fold 6. These are the two amazing devices with some amazing uh, features out there. But yes, if you haven't checked out, please just go do visit nearest Samsung experience store. If I talk about current status, yes, now we are at the now we are at the Samsung store present in Bengaluru at Opera House. If you are in Bengaluru, please do visit there. We have still few sets of matches remaining out there, and very soon we would be completing those matches out there. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, please tighten your seatbelt because our next match of the day, match number 16, would be lined up real soon. And after that, we would be going in. But before that, I would love to see some uh, amazing, some amazing uh, features like build quality and durability of these amazing phones. What we talk about, yes, currently, if I talk about the durability, yes, you have that. Gorilla Glass Victus 2 with that aluminum frame. Apart from that, you have that battery backup of 4700 mAh and listening capacity of 81 hours and video capacity of 28 hours, which is going to be just insane. Not only this, if I talk about the viewing experience, you have that 17 centimeters viewing experience with a refresh rate of 120 hertz and brightness of 1900 nits, which allows you to see under the sunlight, and the bezels are of only 1.99 mm. So yeah, these experiences will give you amazing results, as well as you have the Galaxy AI feature which will assist you in chat, also in images, and while taking photos and playing games. Keeping these things aside, if I talk about the Z Fold 6, it comes with an amazing camera of 12 megapixel, 50 megapixel, and 10 megapixel with the uh, 2x optical zoom and a 10 megapixel camera with a 3x optical zoom. Apart from that, it also comes with a selfie camera of 10 megapixel and 4 megapixel under display camera with a battery backup of 4400 mAh and a music capacity of 77 hours and a video capacity of 23 hours with the water resistance of IP58. So yes, it's having a lot of features out there where you could totally explore yourself, entertain yourself with a smooth mobility perspective. Apart from that, if I talk about the durability perspective, yes, it has some amazing flex hinges which allows you to look very smooth, which allows the phones to look very smooth, a very sleek design and attractive. But yes, without wasting any much time, we would be directly moving towards the game screen and watching how would be the match number 6 would look like. Yes, we are expecting something better to come out of it. What we talked about earlier with Arca, that we're expecting a lap time of somewhere around 38, 39, but this would be really be challenging. This would be really be difficult for the players and for the teams to be coming in with. Right now, having the sixth position, it's pretty difficult to be going in with. Let's see how actually they are performing in, how actually they are playing in. You have to be really very alert. A crashing coming in the corners, some challenges are coming in the corners. You have to be pretty alert. You have to be pretty be planned enough with all those things that you're coming up with. Right now, looking at the current condition, you are expecting to close the line around 38 seconds, but what I believe, getting a seamless experience is something that is really very required to you. But ending in 39.9, almost 40 seconds is really be required. And yes, the match winner is Akhil, ending the game in 39.9 seconds. Yeah, if I talk about the game, it was pretty exciting, and I really enjoyed the battle. As compared to the last few matches, what we really saw, they didn't use the boost very wisely or the nitro very wisely, but the way Akhil used in this particular match was pretty intensifying, was pretty productive of him. But yes, there are almost 9 more matches to come in today's day. And if you guys are really very excited, please do hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream with your friends, with your mates, and do show your support, because this is very much required to us. Apart from that, if you are very near to Samsung Experience Store, do visit that store as well. I'll take few of the names where we have already been visited. We have visited to Samsung Mall, Samsung Mall of Millennium in Pune. Apart from them, right now we are at a Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru. We'll be coming up in UB City, Bengaluru. Concept INC Indra Nagar, Breathe Enterprises, Kopar Khirane, Phoenix Market City Mall, SSK Private Limited, Techno Ventures, Prahlad Nagar Road, Spectre Star Convergence Limited, Ambience Mall, and Select City Walk, Saket. So there are many more stores coming up in the phase 2 as well. But yes, we really enjoyed the battle, and we really enjoyed the way the Akhil played. Very soon we will be moving towards the next match. But yes, the way we told you that if you want to get the best experience in the mobile phone, the experience of a tablet, the experience of a PC, experience of your personal computer in a single device where you could carry everywhere, that is Samsung Z Fold 6 for you. Because this would be really been engaging what we regularly talk about. Okay, it comes with a tablet version where you can open your mobile phone and convert it into a tablet, from mobile phone to a notebook, where you have an amazing battery backup of 4400 mAh. The brightness is really very intensifying. You have that build quality where by mistake if your mobile falls down, it's not a big issue for you, right? Because it have that Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection with the aluminium body, which allows you the perfect safety as well. Keeping these things aside, if I talk about the bezels, are too thin with the 1.99 meter bezels. With that, you have an amazing powerhouse processor, 8 Gen 3 processor with a 12 GB RAM. Keeping these things aside, we would be discussing more about this, the preferences, the features. Right now, we would be moving towards the match number 17, and we'll be looking forward that how actually the next match is going to be like. Because what I personally believe, that next match should be a record-breaking match where we and Arka were discussing that score lap time of almost I'll say 28-29 seconds would come in by any one of the player in today's day. We're expecting that. We're hoping, having an high hopes out there. But having a nitro at this early phase would really help you for a good head start over there. And yes, this is the generative AI what we usually talk about. Drifting recharges your nitro bar, and yes, your nitro bar is been recharged right now with this Mitsubishi Nissan vehicle, and you're in the second position. So if you listen to AI, you'll be in the first position right the way. Right, this car is in the game in real life everywhere, but using the ramp was a must to decrease the time of lap. But nevertheless, he's utilizing the boost very well. He misses the first shortcut, he misses the second shortcut as well. He's taking the long way, he's taking the normal way. 37 seconds in the game. Will he end before 39? No, he tried, but he failed. 40.473 is the timer what we talk about. So yes, Pranav is the match winner in this particular match with a lap time of 40.47 seconds. Yeah, it was a pretty decent game. I was expecting it to be much better what we talk, because we were expecting the use of ramp, we were expecting the use of nitros, but that really didn't happen. But keeping those things aside, right now coming back to our hero products, yeah, if you want something really very better in gaming, if you want to perform, grind better, and get at the best position in the gaming community, or make a good name of yours in the content creation community or the gaming community, I think these Samsung devices are the key to your success. If you get these devices, I think these devices have all the features that is required to you for the content creation part. You have those high intensifying camera lenses out there, 5 lenses in one single phone. That is truly very immense, with a 50 megapixel, 12 megapixel, and a 10 megapixel camera. Keeping those things aside, with that, you have a great battery backup, which will allow you to record videos and click photos as a content creator for a longer period of time. If you're a gaming person, you have that 1.6x extra large vapor cooling chamber, which will allow a lag-free smooth gameplay to you with a monstrous processor of 8 Gen 3 and a 12 GB RAM. So I preferably think that you don't have a better option than this particular mobile phone. If you just gonna use this mobile phone once, I think that would be really very helpful to get your perfect selection done. But how can you use it? You can use it by going to your nearest Samsung Experience store. Right now, we are at Samsung Experience Store, Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru. If you want to visit somewhere else, we would be coming next weekend very soon. We are coming to UB City, as well as we are coming to Indranagar, Saket, many more different places to visit, and it's really be needed enough. Let's see how they're gonna really play. Pranav, 40.47 second is the timer given right over here. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, very soon we would be going again towards the next match of the 18th match of the day. And yes, we are really very excited to see. I hope Barka would be really excited watching the stream off stream, because he is facing some technical challenges. Those internet issues really happen at some time. I suggested him to take a Samsung device so that he don't face any challenges in future. So I wish he would take a Samsung device now onwards, so that he won't face any challenges in future. Let's see, will he take or not. But right now, if you want no if you want a seamless experience, no challenges faced, so yes, you can go for a Samsung device like S24 FE and the Fold 6. But yes, this is the generative AI feature what we usually talk about. This suggests that what you should actually do in the game, in real life, by using games, while playing games, or using the cameras, or clicking pictures, or making sketches out of images, everything. But yes, he's at the first position right now. He's almost completed the 60% of the target and moving seamlessly with 28 seconds. Will he able to compete within 40 seconds? This is the question rising. I find it a bit difficult. He has that nitro. How will he use? This is the question rising. 37 seconds, 38 seconds, very close. 40.2. That was a bit close one. He tried with a lot of effort, but Sebin 40.23. This would be the third highest, if I'm not wrong. 39.5, then 39.8, and then 40.23. I think he would be the third highest for Bengaluru Samsung Opera House. But let's see, once we would be completing all the matches, we would be getting all the results very soon, very quick. And yeah, so we are almost left with 7 more matches, and after that, we would be getting the answer that who are the top 3 players, with us getting those best results out there. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the stream, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream with your friends, with your mates, and do show your support as well. Apart from these things, we were talking about our hero products, S24 FE. How does it make a difference? This is the question arising. How does S24 make a difference from other devices? Because this is the best budget smartphone for a student. It has generative AI feature like sketch to image, live translate, note assist, and chat assist. While you're making note, it will assist you that what could be the better version of it, what could be the better phrases out there. If you're chatting to someone, your friends, your girlfriend, your colleague, your boss, anybody, what could be the best reply, what could be the best phrases out there that should be used? That is really very important, to use the best words, because words are something that couldn't be changed, and if you use the best words, you'll get the best reply. And if you get the best reply, the results would be really very best. So choosing AI, especially Galaxy AI, I preferably will say that would be the bestest option. Apart from that, it have ray tracing, PC like realistic graphics for best gaming experience, and vapor cooling chambers as well. No heat issue for lag free gaming, and a battery backup of 4700 mAh for longer gaming sessions. And yes, these gaming sessions will allow you to grind better and be a better gamer out there. Right now, 7 more games to go. Moving towards the next match, which will be the match number 19. Let's see how in the match number 19, which player will play along and what would be his current results over there. If I talk about the match number 19, the countdown has been begun. Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt because very soon we would be directly moving towards the game screen. And yes, there you go. That's the start. Here is the scanner pop-up. Scan the QR code to register. You can scan the QR code. You can register there, and you could be the next one playing over here. And if you want to be the next one, just scan the QR code as fast as possible. Keeping those things aside, there you go. A Dashin is coming in. Oh, there's a crash. He has the chance to take that shot. Will he choose that shortcut? This is the question arising. There are two shortcuts. Oh, he missed that first one. Going for the second one, utilizing the nitro right now. Doesn't have a nitro, and 30% of the nitro is been fulfilled. Is very close. He can use the nitro to engage himself better. He had the chance to end the game before 40, but I believe he lost that because 41.1 was something we saw right now, right here. But nevertheless, you still may have the chance in future in the phase 2 and other grants to get the best out there. But yes, we were talking about the features of S24 FE in the last break, and right now we would be talking about the features of Galaxy Fold 6, that what actually this comes up with. Galaxy Fold 6 comes up with those three cameras at the back with 12 megapixel ultra wide, 50 megapixel wide angle 2x optical zoom, and a 10 megapixel telephoto 3x optical zoom. 3x optical zoom will allow you to click some detailed pictures out there. Apart from that, this also gives you a 10 megapixel cover camera, which is a selfie camera with a 4 megapixel of in-display camera, which means you have almost 5 lenses fit inside a single device. This was all about the camera of Fold 6, but we would be discussing more about the Fold 6 and their features after the next match, because the next match, match number 20, would be much more engaging what we are expecting right now, because there are almost 6 more matches remaining from here, and each match will take 1 or 2 minutes. But the most important thing, within those 1 or 2 minutes we'll have a break of 30 seconds or 1 minute. Within that time you can just go check out the nearest Samsung experience store. You can go there, visit there, have a good experience, and decide that which device is just better for you to upgrade to the next version, because upgrading to these devices S24 FE and Fold 6 will help you to jump ahead in front of others, because this will allow you to jump ahead in a lot of terms, in terms of camera, in terms of processor, or in terms of specification, or in terms of looks of your mobile phone and technicalities, and as well as artificial intelligence. But right now match number 20 is in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1, the countdown is ready. Tighten your seatbelts. I'm pretty much excited. Do let me know your excitement as well in the chat section. He's using the Mitsubishi Nissan vehicle, driving in, dashing in very nicely. He's at the 5th position. He has a chance. The head start is pretty good as compared to the other players. So generative AI is suggesting that what he should actually do, moving in, keeping the track very hard, very composed out there. And yes, right now the 3rd position, having a 100% boost will let him to move to the 1st position. Yes, he does that. He crashed in vehicle, and now he has a chance to end the game before below 40 seconds lap time. This is the question rising. Will he able to do that? He lost that second shortcut as well, and right now 38 seconds. He has that boost. He should used that boost, and I believe if he used that boost, he would be ending around 38 or 39, and he would be the best of the day. But Febin, he lost a lot of things. He lost a lot of opportunity right now. He didn't use a boost over there, but nevertheless, we were talking something more about the cameras of Fold 6. Now we would be discussing about the display of Fold 6. Yeah, display of Fold 6 is very clear, bright, even in daytime, just because of 1.5x brightness. It has a 2600 nits of brightness. That is totally insane. You can use in your college, you can use in open grounds, you can use in canteen, everywhere you want. This will give you a 120 hertz of refresh rate as well, and a 17 centimeter in length screen. That would be really very insane to watch out. Even if you open up the screen, that would really be huge, almost like a tablet. Yes, that is something very different from other devices. You can't compare with that, because the Samsung, the features which they give, you can't compare the features with others, because their features are way too better than other mobile phone present in the market. So yeah, the display, the camera, we discussed these two things about the Fold 6. But yes, now we would be going and discussing about the battery and other things very soon, but after the next match, because the next match is the 21st match of the day. And the 21st match, it's a pretty decent number, and I'm expecting something very different to come out of it. I'm expecting something very energetic, something very unique, something very I'll say undoable, which hasn't done today, which hasn't been done today in today's day. I'm expecting something like this to come in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt. Please get ready to perform a better task over here, because right now we would be moving towards the 21st match of the day. And yes, this time we are at Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru. If you are very near to Bengaluru, please do visit here, and you would get a chance to play over here, win some goodies, win some prizes. And right now, drifting recharges your intro bar. This is the suggestion by AI features, and yes, he does that. He uses the boost right now. He uses the nitro. He dashes a car in over there, gets the third position. Now the second one, and now the first. The use of nitro has been totally been utilized over here, and yes, he has the shortcut as well and the ramps as well to get the fly time and reduce the lap time from below 40 and get the best out of it. But I believe he wouldn't do that. He's going with the straight path. 33 seconds, 85% is over. He has the boost. He should use that boost, and yes, he used it, and he ended on 40.2. This would be the third highest, if I'm not wrong. He would get a chance in third highest, because what we talk about is the first, second, third. Shamim is the player's name, the match winner name, 40.27 seconds. So yes, that was pretty good. That was pretty exciting to see the way they played, the way they performed in. And Shamim, he really played very well. We were talking about the cameras, the display of Fold 6. Now we would be discussing about the battery backup of the Fold 6. It has got an amazing battery backup of 4400 mAh, which is a huge battery in terms of a foldable phone, and you can listen music up to 77 hours, which is more than 3 days. Apart from that, you can use it as watching video for more than 23 hours, almost a day, almost one day. If you use seamlessly watching videos, you can use it up to 23 hours, and if you use seamlessly only listening to music, you can use up to 77 hours, more than 3 days while traveling. It's very necessary while to use, use your mobile phone as a music or your videos or something like that. So it's really be helpful, because having such a battery backup is totally been insane. Now we will be moving towards the 22nd match of the day, and we'll be watching that which is that player who will be breaking the records. There are almost 3 to 4 matches remaining in the day, and I'm pretty much excited to see that is there any one single player who can break the records and get his name onto the road. Match number 22, phase 1. We are at Samsung Opera House in Bengaluru. If you are very much near to Samsung Opera House, do come here, visit the store, have an amazing experience on Samsung devices to get the best out of it. But yes, again, this is a good start. You are at the 4th position right now, and yes, dashing in, utilizing the nitros very nicely, trying to get that first position. This is what we usually talk about. We could see a lot of dashes by the vehicles, but this player has totally been immensifying, trying to get the best out of it. 26 seconds is over. He's still moving in, holding the path very tightly, utilizing the corners very rightly. And again, one more thing, this vehicle performs really well, as we have seen earlier. 37 seconds in the game, he don't have any boost. He'll be ending on 40.9. No, it's 41.047, almost 41 seconds, which is not what we were expecting, but not very bad as well, because we have seen 42, 43 and 45 seconds as well by different players. So yes, If I talk about the Hero product, we have talked about camera, display, battery. Now we would be talking about something very unique, IP48 water resistant, which allows you to, take videos, take photos underwater, do some water activities and record those stuffs, or, for content creation or anything. That is something very insane. Apart from that, it has flex, hence slim and engineered for endurance, which will give you a good stability and a good look at the same time. So yes, this is all about S24. There are some bonus keys which we would be discussing in the next stage, but yes, after the 23rd match. Right now, we would be moving towards the 23rd match of the, not the day, this would be the 47th match of the day, but 23rd match in Bengaluru Samsung Opera House. We would be going for that. And yes, phase 1, we are at right now Bengaluru. If you are anywhere near, please do visit to get the best experience out there. And yes, there you go. Car has been started at the 6th position. He has that full nitro, and I believe he should use that nitro to cover up all the things. Yes, drifting recharges your nitro bar, and you should drift and you should use the nitro bars to get the seamless experience and reach the correct position out there. And yes, he is trying to use that. He's going in and very in. It lies in the corners, dashing in the corners. A good use of the raft has been done. A good use of the ramps have been done. And there you go. Now he's at the first position, dashing in with the nitros. Oh, that could be a difficult part in this game. But yes, almost 40 seconds, 41, 42, 43.5. This could be much horrible, but yes, he saved at the last. Just mean 43.54 seconds. That is something really been not accepted. But yes, you have to somewhere or the other cover the things up. If I talk about some bonus things in the Fold 6, yet it comes with a powerful 8 Gen 3 Galaxy with 12 GB RAM. That is totally been insane. The processor gives you a monstrous performance to give the best results out there. And apart from that, it also gives you a ray tracing, which gives you a PC like realistic graphics for best gaming experiences. And it also gives you a vapor cooling chamber, which is 1.6x larger vapor cooling chamber, which allows you a lag-free gaming. Yes, these are some amazing features of Fold 6, but this is not it. There are many more features like the build quality. The build quality is of aluminum body. Not only this, it has a Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection, which allows you that if your phone slips by any chance, you wouldn't have to worry a lot. You wouldn't have to spend a lot of money on it, because it has a great protection on it with aluminum body and with the Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection, which is too costly, but you're getting in this particular phone. So if you want a perfect phone where you can, you can hustle with the phone, you could grind with the phone, you would have the best camera quality, best battery backup, lag free gaming experience for co-curricular activities, for AI activities, and the AI help assistant as well. So I think the Galaxy Fold 6 is the best one in the market right now in the segment. But if you want a budget smartphone, especially for the students, you can go with the S24 FE, which allows you to take those amazing snapshots, a good selfie camera of 10 megapixel with in-display 4 megapixel camera, along with a battery backup of 4700 mAh and a refresh rate of 120 hertz with a 1900 nits display brightness display. That is totally been insane. But this is not it, guys. There are many more features which we would be discussing in the upcoming times. There are more 2 to 3 matches going to be aligned by the time in today's day, and these are the last few matches. If you are anywhere nearby the Opera House in Bengaluru, do visit there to have an amazing experience of these Samsung devices, because these devices, when you'll experience one, I'm pretty much sure you will fall in love with these devices and you'll surely buy these devices. So but before that, we would be going in the match for the match number 24, and we would be watching that how actually these last two players gonna play in. Will they break any record? This is the question rising. Yes, if I talk about the current state, a good head start is really very required. A good head start is really been needed for him. And drifting recharges your nitro bar. This is the suggestion by Galaxy AI. What we talk about right now is at the fourth position. A good dash and a good challenges are being occurred. Oh, that could be terrible. But yes, he saved himself. Right now at the third position, still trying to use the corners out there. If he uses the ramp over there, that would be much beneficiary to him. But I couldn't find the use of ramp right now. Utilizing the corners and the shortcut would be much helpful to him, but yes, he isn't using the shortcut, and I think he would be taking much more time. 42 43 seconds would be something what I'm expecting, but yes, he is better than my expectation. 41.492 seconds is the timer what we talk about. Shiv is the player what we really look forward to. 41.49 seconds. We were discussing about the S24 FE, and yes, it comes with the generative AI sketch to image and live translate features. It also have note assist and chat assist as well. Keeping those things aside, it comes with ray tracing, PC like realistic graphics for best gaming experience. This will give you a lag free gaming experience. If you have any heating issue, it comes with a vapor cooling chamber for lag free gaming and no heating issue. And for a longer durable gaming sessions, you get a battery backup of 4700 mAh with 1900 nits and a 120 Hz refresh rate with 1.9 mm bezels, and alongside you also get a 17 centimeter screen. This would be really been very engaging and very challenging in terms what we talk about the best smartphone present in the segment. But apart from that, what we usually talk about is that is it beneficiary. I believe yes, it is. It would be really helpful in every terms what we talk about. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now we will be moving towards the last match of the day. Will he able to break the record? This is the question arising. Please tighten your seatbelt, hold your seats very tight, because this would be the last race of the night, and we are pretty much excited. I am pretty much excited. My audience is pretty much excited, and even the people who are watching offline, they are also pretty much excited. Let's see how it's going to be, because the match will start in another few seconds with a seamless experience playing on S24 FE, a great device presented by Samsung and Fold 6 as well. Here's the start of the race. Here's the sixth position, having 30% of nitro right now. If he uses nitro, if he drifts, he'll gain some more nitro as well. Moving in with that seamless effort. Drifting recharges your nitro boost. This is something, the suggestion by generative AI, Galaxy AI, what I was talking about. So yes, Galaxy AI helps you while gaming. Galaxy AI helps you by streaming. It helps you by doing your co-curricular activities, as well as all your photo session videography work as well. Right now he's at the second position. Now he's at the first position, moving in 33 seconds, diving in seamlessly to get the best out of it. Is that possible to get the best results? Oh, he tried but ended at 40.920 seconds at this point. Nago is the player name. He will get the lap time of 40.92 seconds, which is totally been very immensifying, very intensifying. And yes, he could be the one in the top 3. I'm not sure about it, but yes, he may have a chance to get on the top 3 list. But if I talk about the other 3 players who would be the top 3, very soon we would be getting that as well, that who are all the players who are on the top 3 list, who are getting all those results right now right here. But ladies and gentlemen, if you really enjoyed the stream, please just go to hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream with your friends, with your mates. Do show your support as well. Apart from that, if you haven't yet visited Samsung nearest experience store, do go there as well. Right now we are at Bengaluru Samsung Opera House, having some amazing action of these car racing and giving those experience to our audience, to our customers, by our executives. If you do visit there, I'm pretty much damn sure that you will get the best product out there, and you'll be pretty much satisfied with those things. Okay, but right now we would talk about the day 1 and day 2 top 3 players very soon, that who are the top three players of including day 1 and day 2 both, so that we could give the prizes, to give the goodies to them, to encourage them by Samsung. This is a great initiative. So yes, this is the phase 1 top 3. Oh my god, Muhammad Shakir at Samsung Opera House. 29.856 is the lap time, which is totally unmatchable, undoable for any other player right now. Gaurav Shankar at Spectra Star Convergence Limited Ambient Small, he has got that 37.869 lap time, which is pretty decent. And Vanika Smith has got Techno Ventures in Techno Ventures Prahlad Nagar Road, 38.002 seconds, which is also very much better than all the average what we were talking about, 39 seconds or 40 seconds or 41 seconds over there. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty exciting to see the how the players have been played. But Mohammad Shakir, he is totally unmatchable. He's not even in the competition. He's totally above that in a different league of 29.856 seconds. Yeah, right now if we talk about the whole day, it really went very nice. I'm pretty much excited and honored to cast this particular event. The way it went was truly very fantastic. Once I would like to wrap up all the details about S24 FE and the Fold 6. The S24 FE comes with a 4700 mAh battery. Along with the side, it comes with a 17 centimeter screen with a 1900 nits of brightness and a 1.9 mm bezels with a 120 hertz of refresh rate. Keeping these things aside, it also comes with a cooling chamber, which allows no lag free gaming. With that, it also comes with another feature which is called generative AI, which allow you to chat assist, photo assist, and all those assistant that is really very required to talk to your friends, your fellow ones, your girlfriends, and your boss or colleagues, anybody out there, to give the best reply to them. Keeping those things aside, it also comes with the best camera in the segment with a 50 megapixel, 10 megapixel, and 12 megapixel camera, which allows a 3 megapixel optical zoom with a 10 megapixel front facing camera. But similarly, if we talk about the second in segment, which is truly a bit higher but a monstrous powerful device, it comes with 8 gen 3 processor and also gives a 12 GB RAM with a battery backup of 4400 mAh. It also allow you a notebook foldable feature with a pen tool. It also give you a generative AI feature which allows you chat assistants and the Google Assistants as well. Keeping those things aside, it also comes with IP48 water resistance and it also gives you a brightness of 2600 nits, which is totally been very amazing. This is none other than the one and only Z Fold 6 presented by Samsung. These are the two hero devices by Samsung which we really enjoyed watching. Even our audience really enjoyed the feedback which we got from the audience, from the stores, from the experience stores, was really very engaging. Yes, if you haven't visited the Samsung experience store, it is the great initiative by Samsung, taken by them, that they are actually putting the efforts that where you could come in, where you could use the devices over there and have a great experience to know whether the device is up to the mark or not. What I believe, whenever the Samsung has promised something to us, it really gives a great performance. It really delivers the same thing what they actually say. So I totally agree that this time also these two hero phones will totally agree to us, to our performance. It will really help us to improve our lifestyle. Also, it will really help us to improve our experience in day-to-day life. Keeping those things aside, this was a done for the day. Myself, Eagle, alongside it was my co-cast Swarka, and I would also like to give the shout out to our producer Inferno. We'll be ending up the day with a very happy and a warm bye bye to everybody, guys. Please stay safe, take care, keep supporting us, and do visit the Samsung nearest stores.